Hi guys, welcome back. For this project, which is the fingerless gloves that match our Not Everything That Glitters is Gold hat and scarf set. This is my left one. We're going to make the right one, but I'm going to show you how to do the left. But we're going to stick with the 6mm hook. You see it? And I'm using what I have left of the two skeins from the hat and scarf. I use that to make this one, and I still have enough to make the right one. But we're going to get started. So for me, I started with a chain of 22. But what I want you guys to do is that because we don't have any sort of chain pattern. It's just going to be what fits around your wrist. But mine is 22. I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to chain however many you think. Pull up my sleeves. Zoom out. Whatever you guys think is going to fit around your wrist. But you don't want it to be like super tight. Well, if I can get a hold of it. So there's mine, and I like the way that fits. So go ahead and chain whatever you can get around, fits, comfortably around your wrist. And we're going to slip stitch it closed. And in there, flip that to the back, and there's our ring. So now we're going to chain one, and we're going to double crochet right back into that same chain that we slip stitched into. And we're just going to double crochet all around. Can you guys hear my hook squeaking? Okay, so go ahead and double crochet all the way around your ring, and I'll meet you back over here. Alright, I'm back around, and when you finish with your double crochets around, let me zoom in, you should still have the same number of double crochets as many as you chained. 1 and 22. Alright, we're going to slip stitch to the first. So if you look, there's our slip stitch, our chain one, and our first double. So slip stitch to your first, and chain one. So for round two, we're going to work back post, and we're going to go into the back loop of our first double crochet, the same one we slip stitched into. Go through that back loop, but I'm also going to go through this loop right here. So go through those and then work your double. Just makes it a little more sturdy. So go through your back loop and that extra little loop right there. Back loop. You guys don't have to do this, but I like it just because it makes the back loop stitches just a little sturdier. So go ahead and repeat that all around. still keeping your same count. So for me, it's going to be 22. For you, it's going to be however many you chained. So go ahead and work. That's not a double. That's a single. What the heck was I doing? There. All right, so go ahead and work that around, and I'll meet you guys at the end. All right, so I made it around. I have one more stitch to work into. There's my slip stitch, chain one, my first double, slip stitch to close it, and there's round 2. So now what we're going to do for rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6, we're going to repeat that same thing. Chain 1, yarn over. Now for this first one, the stitch that you slip stitched into, you don't have to work a back loop double crochet. I just like to. Keeps it consistent. In. I want to make sure you guys understand that what loop I'm going through in the back. So I'm going through this back loop right here. And if you angle it just a little, well, let me take that hook out. So here's my next stitch. I'm going to go through that back loop, but if I angle it just a little, you can see it right there. Where's my needle? So it's right here. Right there. There. There's our 2 loops. Tilt it just a little and you can see them sticking up. There, 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 there. So work into the back loop and that little loop. Okay, so like I said, we're going to go ahead and work, repeat row 2 for rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6. So repeat that around and I'll come back and we'll get the rest of this finished. Alrighty guys, so I finished round 6. Now if you guys need your thumb hole, you know, higher than this, just keep repeating that, repeating round 2. But for me, I'm ready for the thumb hole space. So what we're going to do, slip stitch to finish off round 6 into our first double, chain 1. Let me look at my notes real quick. All right, so for the right hand, we are going to back loop double into the first 15 stitches. So straight into the one we slip stitched into. 1, 2, and I need some slack. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, thought, did something just happen? My camera went weird. Hold on a second. Alright guys, I don't know if it messed up or what it was, but what we were working on the first 15 of round 7, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so now we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip 3. 1, 2, 3. Go into the 4th and work our back loop. And go ahead and finish this till we slip till the end. So that was 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch it closed, and there's our thumb hole for our right. So my seam is up my palm. Okay, so for the left hand, we're going to do that row backwards. So we're going to work, so like at the end of this one, after we chained, we did 4 double crochet. So we did 15 double crochet, chain 3, skip 3, then 4. And that's for your right hand thumb hole. So for your left hand, you know, to start round 7, we chain 1, did the first back loop double, and then we double crocheted 4, chain 3, and then did our 15 double crochet to finish the round. Does that make sense? So for your right, you double crochet 15, chain 3, skip 3, work your 4. For your left hand, you do the 4 double crochet, chain 3, skip 3, then the 15. I hope that makes sense. Excuse me. All right, so that was round 7. So now we're going to work on round 8. So we're going to chain 1, work our first double, so basically what we're going to do, or be doing, is working our back loops all the way around and then just the double crochets in the chain. Oop. Well, so whenever I work the hat and the scarf, I had just this little bit of scrap left, and I'm like, I really don't want to, you know, throw that in my scrap pile. I can use it up. Hold on. Okay, so we've made it to the chain, and I want to make sure you guys get the double crochet at the beginning of the end of the chain without adding stitches. So if you look, we have our double, 1, 2, 3 chains, and then our double. So back loop into that double, and then all I'm going to do is work straight across my chain, just like normal. 2 and 3. So we're making up, you know, for our thumb hole. And our first double, so now we should have 4. 2, 3, 4. Now you should have the same stitch count as the beginning. Slip stitch to close, and that's round 8. But what I was saying was that, you know, I didn't want to just throw all this leftover yarn in my scrap pile. I thought I can make something else out of that. There's enough. All right, so now what we're gonna do for round 9 to 11, we're gonna repeat that. I got my turned. We're gonna repeat just back loops all around for rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11. So go ahead and keep going like you usually do. 1, keeping your same stitch count, which for me is 22. If yours is different, it's going to be however many you chained. But go ahead and work your rounds 8, 9, 10, and 11, and I'll meet back up with you guys in just a minute. Ugh. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, before I cut off there earlier, I said round 8 through 11. I meant 9. So we're going to have 11 rounds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a little thumb hole, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So for my hands, I like that length, but I would like it a tad bit longer. Just a tad, but I don't want the length of a whole nother double. So I'm going to work a round of back loop half double crochets just to make it a tad bit longer. But I know, everybody's different. Everybody has different finger lengths and all that. So if you need your glove to come up higher, just keep repeating round 8. Just keep doing the back loop double crochets until it's as long as you would like. But for me, I'm going to do for round 12, I'm just going to do a round of half doubles. So because I don't need the same height as a full double. I need to get some slack. All right, I got my slack. So now I've worked the first half double in my first stitch. I'm going to go ahead and work that all the way around, keeping the same stitch count as usual. I am all kinds of tangled up here. There. When I was designing these fingerless gloves, I did this last round in the double crochet, and it completely hid my pinky, and I thought, I want another round, just not that much height. And that's why I decided, let's try the half doubles. And that worked good. I liked that. We're still keeping the same stitch count. Nothing changes. All right, there's our last one. Go ahead and slip stitch to the beginning. Chain 1, pull up a loop long enough for a tail to weave in, cut, and there you go. Ta-da! Put them on. See, I like that. Let me back out. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! Okay, guys, like, subscribe, please. Check out my Etsy shop, links in the description box, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.